right, I have returned, even though I missed yesterday because I'm an idiot. Realistically, it wasn't an oversight. I realized that I needed to stream, but I just been very, very busy with work. I think I was working until like 11 o'clock last night, and I was just like, I'm not going to stream this late. I didn't work out that late, so I can get my evening ding in for technically today's evening workout. So, ding, because this is day 104 technically. And then yesterday's workout would have technically been my evening row, which I also did that. So I'll get a ding for that. I think my first ding didn't work, which is fine. And I did lift in the morning yesterday as well, so ding on that. So all clear across the board. I had a 0.5 weight gain, and then I was flat on back-to-back days. For day 104, I weighed in, and I was 0.8 pounds down, which was kind of expected. I thought I might go down a little bit more, maybe in the 1 pound range, but that's going to start happening less and less the more weight I've lost. And with the 0.8 mark, that puts me at 7.8 pounds for the month of March and 68.8 pounds overall. So definitely have lost a lot. And that 1+ pound mark will have to be for days most likely where I don't eat a lot, like quantity wise. It'll still be calorie wise, but not quantity wise, which will eventually show up like 2 or 3 days after the fact. But it'll be based on like just not having a lot in my stomach at the time of the weigh-in. So yeah, that is day 104. Now we're gonna go ahead and reset and do day 105, and hopefully I won't miss. Tomorrow's a very important meeting. So I'm very nervous. I shouldn't even say nervous. I'm really not. But it does require a lot of preparation for it to go well. So I've been preparing a lot the last 2 days. And today is no exception. I literally just got out of a meeting at 9 o'clock. That has nothing to do with my meeting tomorrow. That never happens. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a wild time. So let me go ahead and get these weigh-in results updated. There's that one, and then of course, oh yes, who could forget this one? And let me make sure that's right. It's not. Okay, well, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. There's that. And there's that one. Okay, cool. I think that's all. So yeah, we'll do 105 now. All right, so it's day 105. Yeah, yesterday I did have 2 successful workouts, which is nice. I woke up very early today. I had meetings, so instead of having my weigh-in at 9, my weigh-in wound up being at, I think it was 10, 9:30 or 10. That said, I did weigh in 0.6 pounds down, so 2 days in a row, 1.4 pounds across those 2 days, so averaging 0.7 pounds, which is always nice to see. Puts my totals up to 8.4 pounds for the month and 69.3 pounds overall, so I'm close to 70 pounds lost, which is super dope. It is double cardio day, so I wound up doing cardio during one of my meetings from 12:30 to 1:30. It was like 12:45 to 1:15 was when the actual time was that I did my cardio. Sorry, I'm looking for my button here. But I did do it, so I got a check mark. And then my other one I will do around 10 o'clock, maybe a little bit sooner than that. But here's the thing about day 104 and having missed it and having to do it after the fact, is I didn't do my Wordle, which is a giant bummer. Usually if I miss a day, I remember to do the Wordle. Not yesterday. That's how busy I've been. But if we look at this, obviously March's opening was very odd, but it's been a pretty clean month. Only 2 days where I've been in the red, and technically only 1 day where I've gone down. These days are kind of a mystery, but it did result in overall 1 pound being lost. And for the month, 8.4 pounds means we're just over the pace. So 287.8 instead of 287.6, so we're doing quite well. And I do think I can lock in for a few days here. I do want to have a date night with Robin here on the 20th. Just not have to worry too much about calories. So I think what I will do is just make sure that I've worked out, because I'll have 2 workouts to do that day. And then we'll go and run around and do some fun stuff, and then, just eat whatever. I'm not going to eat high portions, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then outside of that, I don't have any plans for a cheat day. I would like to make smash burgers one of these days. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see what this Friday looks like too, because I don't think we're going to go crazy or anything, but I do want to have some fun. Because it's been a hard last 3 weeks. And I get Friday off. So company recharge day because they know everyone burns out if you don't get some extra days off. So where everyone's off, because if you just take a day off, everyone keeps working and you just fall behind. So it kind of sucks. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. We can check in with Averon. Why not? How's Averon doing? Okay, we're at a 7-day streak, which is nice. I got 195 because of yesterday's workout and then this morning's workout, so that's a lot. But this evening's workout likely will not go on that, so no need to worry there. I wish they showed that new teams feature so you could see like the contest and how stupid the names of the teams are, but there's red, blue, green, and purple. I'm on Team Blue, which is not shocking to me. I feel like I always wind up on Team Blue. That said, we defeated Team Green, and then red defeated Team Purple. So now for the last 2 weeks of March, it's Team Red versus Team Blue, and it's neck and neck. We were ahead by about, and it's counting minutes, how many minutes you've rode for this month. We were ahead by like 500 minutes. It was like 12,500 to 12,000. Then last night we were behind by 500, and then this morning we were behind by like 250. And I contributed 30 minutes to that, and I'll be contributing 30 more minutes in a little bit. But the big tragedy of the night, I lost my Wordle streak. Yesterday was probably fucking Cloud Day. I thought for a second it was about to be Cloud Day today. So how about class? How about Clash? No. How about Clasp? Thank you. Got it in 5, but I got it pretty quick. And now we're going to see what yesterday's was, and if I would have gotten it anyways. So was yesterday Cloud Day and I missed it? No, okay. So I don't have to be that sad. Also, I completely whiffed on that first guess. So first instinct is that it's going to be an RA in the middle, so let's just try something that puts it there. Why not being there is very interesting, but we'll sally forth. How about Frank? Okay. So this isn't looking good, actually. What drama? What a good word. Okay, I'm a genius. I got it in 5. And my streak wouldn't have ended. And I'm a stupid asshole. So now we know. In case anyone was doubting whether or not Adam's an asshole, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. But yeah, that's it. It is 9:14. I feel like I'm about as prepped as I possibly can be, but I'm going to review all my stuff tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try and wake up tomorrow. I don't know why I'm looking at this. That doesn't even have my calendar. 6. The meeting tomorrow is at 11 a.m. I have a meeting from 8 to 9 that I'm like have to be present on camera and talking during. 9 to 10, I can take off to prep. There's a 10 to 10:30 I have to be in. My 10:30 to 11 I can move and have that be prep time to get ready for my meeting at 11. And I think I'll be okay. I have notes from last week's meeting, which is the same material, just with a bit different of an audience. So yeah, I'm not terribly worried about it. I feel like I can speak to it. And there's a lot of people in that meeting where if there's some piece to it that has a question that's asked, I do feel confident knowing who is in the meeting and who I can sort of pitch those questions to. Not necessarily even pitch, but like, you know, this is what I understand, and then give my general overview answer. And then if you want additional details, I can pass the microphone off to insert name here. Because most of those people, I'm basically covering like a gathered document that has everyone's recaps of what happened over the last like 3 weeks. And then talking about like how we're going to handle this upcoming project. So I have my piece completely finished, and I know a lot of the other pieces because I've been involved in them, but not every single one of them. So yeah, there's just some stuff I might have to outsource some answers to, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think it'll be a productive meeting, but we'll see. Tomorrow I might do my check-in and tell everyone, like, that went terrible. I got destroyed. But, you know, even if that happens, that stuff only makes you better, so we'll see. Fingers crossed to go smoothly tomorrow, though, and I will be back tomorrow to check in. Goodbye.